Okay. Hey guys, so it is April 8th. It's 9:20, so the market opens in 10 minutes. So let's start with our top-down analysis. I'm kind of feeling better today, so my voice is still a little but I feel better, so that's all that matters. My body got caught. I caught that loss yesterday. My body said, "Yeah, now let's get it together." So that's what we about to do, getting it together. Anyways, starting with the top-down analysis on the daily, we did get that breaker structure. We did break through resistance and the trend line. So the first thing I'm gonna do is update my trend line. Okay. Y'all, let's see how many points this thing moves, because that is just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. From here to yesterday's low, ain't no way. 1,300 points. Let me see how much it from the breaker structure. 900 points. Anyways, I'm gonna get over it eventually, but anyways, 4 hour. Okay. I don't even know what to do today, because what happened? What are we doing? This is the 4 hour. Ain't nothing much going on. Buyers are in control, but they lost momentum. It could go either way. We could break the trend line. We could come back. We could do a lot of things. There's no zones. There's nothing going on. Yeah, there's nothing going on. 1 hour. We have this zone on the 1 hour, but the chances of price coming back here, price can do whatever it wants. Honestly, today is just a analyze the market, let the market reset type of day, because Dow is crazy. But there is a zone right here on the hour. Honestly, this looks like a chart pattern, or a reversal chart pattern, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look. Oh, news. We got news at 1. I'm not going to be on here at 1, so that shouldn't affect me. Yeah, so it's kind of like this. A bearish rising wedge. I don't know if it's opening or closing, but it looks like this for sure. So let's go back to it. Either way, that's indicating a reversal. So since it's indicating a reversal, we'll probably most likely want to look for a change of structure, or just price indicating it wants to push to the downside. That's what I'll probably aim for, is sales. I don't know. Buyers lost momentum, so I'm not sure if they're going to be able to regain momentum at this time. But let's go down to the 30. Okay, so price did come back, tap this zone. We still didn't get a tap for that zone. And then we have these little zones that'll probably look more clear as we get down to the smaller time frame. Yeah, 15. There we go. Sheesh, and they kept going. Lord. Yeah, there's not much going on. I think I just need to let the chart reset, because what could we do? Seriously. It looks like a little zone right here. But all these zones have been tapped, it looked like. I would want to see a breaker structure right here to the downside. If we can get a breaker structure to the downside, this would be a more major breaker structure, because minors obviously would be these little zones. But right here, if we get a break of structure to indicate price wants to reverse, that's probably what I would wait on. Well, let me not say probably, because yesterday, if I would have waited, would have saved me from a loss. But I feel like losses are good to learn from, because it shows you where you still need work. So, yeah, if I wanted to take a sell, it would have to be after this break of structure. Anything happening between here and here, I'm not interested in, and any more buys I wouldn't be interested in, unless price broke with momentum, then I would be interested. But for the most part, I would want price to come back and retest the zones that I'm probably going to see on the 5-minute, and it probably may not be much, seeing how fast, or not even fast, but how much buyers push price up. Again, I was like, from the beginning it was 1,000, but from that break of structure it was like 800, 900 points. So let's see, 5 minutes. Let's see. Okay, we do have a minor break of structure here coming out of this zone. It got the top of that zone. It got the top of that zone, so it wasn't able to push price any further. So really we need to break out of this on the 5-minute completely. But like I said, I would want to see, okay, hold on, we got some more information. Hold on. Okay, we have a zone here. Wait, no, that one tapped. We have a zone here. We have a few zones on the 5-minute, which I figured. We have one here that hasn't tapped. We have a few. We have quite a few. But as of right now, price has been consolidating since about, oh, what? Sorry guys, we have a helper today. Turn that down. Okay, price has been consolidating since about 5 this morning. So we don't have any clear direction of where price wants to go. For me, price would have to break this whole structure. This whole area, price would have to break. Obviously, my brain wants to see other stuff happen as well. In between that, and what's catching my eye is maybe like even a minor breaker structure here. But after yesterday, taking that minor breaker structure and seeing it flip and all that, I don't really know if that's something I'm interested in doing. Maybe even here. But honestly, I'll feel safer just watching. Just watching. Let me see. Yeah, because price would need to break structure. Even here on a minor. So I guess today I could just, whoa, see, there they go. What they about to do? Oh, Lord. Okay. It's rejecting this trend line. Market just opened. It's rejecting this trend line. Let me go back to the 15. It tapped into this zone on the 15th. Let's see if it can break this structure right here. It's a minor breaker structure. Let's see if it can break it. I'm just following in price action. So this is not me taking any trades. It's just following price action. Yeah, it just broke structure. Oops. So that's good. Okay, sellers. Y'all stepped up today. Well, come break my structure so I can get in. We did have this zone right here. Remember that was untouched on the 5. It's tiny. But let's see what happens. If it can get to this down here. Honestly, I just want to jump in sales and hold it because I just know we can push, but that's not good trading. Why not? Because you're just jumping on a moving train. You don't have no direction. You don't have no plan. You don't have no strategy. You don't have nothing. You're just jumping. You're just jumping into something blindly. So, sounds good, but in hindsight, it's not. So, something's right here. What's holding price up? Let's see. Ow! Don't do that. Just hit my hair. Let me look on the 15. This zone right here. Because it broke structure, it created a zone on the 5 minute. In my head, I'm thinking, did I learn my lesson from yesterday or am I going to try to take this? But I'm so confident in sales. So it's like, if I see this play out, I was about to say, this might be a 1 minute day. Just broke the structure on the 1 minute. It did come back and tap. Now it's pushing. Okay, this is that area where the zone was. It's tapping into it right now. Oh, this is on a... Jeez. About to miss it. This zone right here is tapping into it now. So if it invalidates it, which is this breaker structure, I might get in on the 1 minute. Because this was an untapped area. So if it invalidates it, could definitely catch something. Is it coming back to that zone? Let me put it back. Or is it coming back to the 5 minute zone? Because it definitely can still tap this zone here, which is the 5 minute zone. This is the 1 minute zone. No, this is a 15-minute zone. My bad. Is it? See, this one I need to label it. No, it's a 5-minute zone. Okay, I feel like I need to get ready. I feel like I'm gonna need to get ready. So let me get ready. I feel like it's gonna happen fast, so I'm putting my 10 contracts. I'm gonna leave this zone just in case. We need price to indicate it wants to push lower by completely invalidating this zone. It needs to break structure to the downside. That's what I'm waiting on. Once we get that, it'll create a zone for us. We'll wait for the top of the zone, and then I'm gonna get in. This is a good area of support. As you can see, it keeps testing it. Price is but struggling to push below. It could still tap back into this zone too. Okay, it might be coming back to this zone, possibly. Well, let's see how it reacts to this 1 minute zone. Past that, that is bearish momentum coming out of that zone. This is a good entry, won't lie at all. But I wanted to close outside of the zone. So 15 seconds left. Sellers are like, no. Is it gonna close outside the zone? Barely. It barely did. This 1 minute zone hot. But is it hot enough for me to get in? Is the question. I don't think it's hot enough for me to get in. It wants to push down. I want to get in. I definitely want to get in. But I need to close outside the zone. The safest entry for me is a push below this. That would be a safe entry. Ooh, close outside the zone. Close outside the zone. I'm getting excited. Hold on. There it is. That's the push. I'm in, y'all. I'm in. I'm nervous. Come on. Oh, I got to screen record. Hold on. I got in below here. My stop loss would be to the zone. I'm up, but hold on. Wait, I didn't even set my thing. Wow. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out because someone's calling me. I don't know what happened. I had to jump out the trade because someone was calling me. I didn't know if it was gonna kick me out or not. Okay, wait. I took that trade. I don't know how much I made. I don't know if it's still screen recorded that. I don't know what's happening, but I do see the voice note still happening. So, dang, I didn't even mean to jump out, but I guess I got out here at the break. Crap. That messed me up. This is why I put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I'm trading because, hello, you know I'm trading. Okay, we're going to have to figure this one out because I don't know where I got out. I know I got out when it already broke here, and I got in when it pushed here. It created a new zone here. Okay, let me move this. It created a new zone. Let's see if it'll come back and tap the zone so I can actually get a better trade, because that just pissed me off. Okay, so it broke this structure here. So let's see now if we can get a tap in this zone. And before it does that, let me see who called him. I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but okay, so if we get a breaker structure here, it'll create a new zone. But if not, we'll wait for the tap of this zone that it created once it broke this structure. So I'm gonna delete this line since we got a breaker structure here. I do want to put a line here, a key level here, because price is using this as support really well. It broke. I think we're about to get that push now. Yeah, we are. I'm so mad that I couldn't even get that trade right. Like, somebody called me. I don't know who, because it didn't show up. It didn't stop recording. I still have the recording, so that's good, but dang. I don't even know how much we made. Like, I genuinely don't. I want to actually get a trade that's like, not that makes sense, because obviously this trade made sense. It just got sidetracked. Yeah, that just threw me off. That just threw me all the way off. All the way off. But anyways, price used this as support. It ended up breaking support, turned it into resistance. So now it's testing this line here for resistance. So I turned this into an actual key level because it's clearly important. And it was important over here too. So, yeah. That was a quick one-on-one. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it at all. I just wish I could have actually, something. Wish I could have did something. It came out of this zone. And we did a safe entry. We waited until price broke this low here. Once price broke this low, that's when we got in. It broke this structure, came out of this new zone here. So we're either waiting for a tap of this new zone or a new breaker structure. I know this is probably confusing people, so I'm trying to make it look good. These are 1 minute demand zones. So I'm at supply zone. And just for the sake of not it looking crazy, or it not looking crazy, I'm gonna just delete that. Okay, so we did get a breaker structure to the downside, which now our new zone would be here. So once price closes, we would wait for a tap and then take it down to this breaker structure. And then this will be our last trade of the day. And it's only for the simple fact of it's closing inside the zone. Hold on. I said two different things at once. Let me put this zone back. And let me create a new zone. And then I forget what I said. I cannot focus today. I can, but it's like I can't focus on trying to explain what I'm doing at the same time. Okay. It didn't close outside the zone. That's not what we want to see. We want to see a break and a close outside the zone. So it could possibly invalidate this zone and still come back up to this zone. So I'm going to keep both of these zones just in case. But this is the current zone because it broke structure. That's what I was trying to say. Now, Once we get into a trade, we'll take it to this zone or this breaker structure, because I didn't actually put the zone here. I just put the line. And this was the major breaker structure on a higher time frame. Let me keep an eye on this because the price is moving. Okay, it just invalidated this zone. Did it? It did. Yeah, it did. So let's see if it can come back up. Let me get my stuff ready again. Let me actually get this ready because this is what threw me off. I mean, luckily I got that call because we would be sitting in consolidation right now. Mind you, I don't even have a missed call on my phone, which is crazy. I don't know what that was. It was confirmation to get out. That's all I know. And we got up out of there. So I guess we'll see how much we can see how much we won right now, actually, while it's consolidating. So let's see. Okay. Oh, 850. Yeah. Let's get that. Do we need another trade? Hold on. That's the real question. Do we need to take another trade? I didn't know it was that much. Interesting. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock. Oh! Do we need another trade? I don't know what to think, y'all. I genuinely wasn't expecting. Okay, one more trade. Final answer, final decision. A trade that I can actually focus on. That one threw me so left. Let's see how this looks on the 5 minute. Ooh, we really have a zone on the 5. Hold on, this is a better zone on the 5. And if this candle closed outside of this zone, we have an entry. "40 seconds till this candle close." This is a 5 minute zone right here. If it closes outside, we could really get in. Because this would be the top right now. I might be feeling this, actually. 20 seconds. I know it says 1 minute, y'all, but it's 5. I changed it to the 5 minute time frame. I think it's gonna close outside. It did. And it tapped, so I think I'm gonna get in. Let's see what happens. I'm in it. I really don't even want it to go back above this candle. But on the 1 minute, it was consolidating. But look, we got the breaker structure. Remember, there was a blue line right here. We got that breaker structure. It created this zone on the 5 minute, came back and tapped this zone, been closing outside of this zone. So let's see if we can get a push. A 1-to-1 would be where? Oh, it would have already hit the 1-to-1. Oh, okay, well, let's see. There it is. All right, we're finna get out. It's hitting the 1-to-1. Ooh, what just happened, y'all? Whoa. Wait, why did it just do that? Did y'all see that? Why did you just do that? Yeah, let me hurry up and get out this trade because I don't know what's happening. This candle closes in 30 seconds. I'm going to let the candle close. Because why did this do that? Let me get my finger ready because clearly you need to be quick today. Come on, sellers. Let's go, 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 sellers. You got it. You got it, sellers. You got it. You got it, sellers. You got it. You got it, sellers. You got it. Go, go, go. You I'm out of it. I can't. It hit this. It hit the stop loss. That's all I needed. I know it's gonna flush from here, but whatever. So let's see how much we made now. I'm out. That's not bad. I'm talking about something that's not bad. That's amazing. That's great. I'm so grateful. Wow. Way better than yesterday. So yeah, that is the trade, y'all. That is the trade. I don't know. Okay, yeah. I don't. It's this zone. Now that I'm out the trade, it's this zone that hasn't been tapped. Was it on the 5 minute? The 15. Lord, it keeps taking me down. Ooh, let's put my line back. I know it's gonna flush once it break. I know it's going to flush once it breaks. It's this zone right here. This is the zone that's making a heart jump. This one right here. But it's in the zone. If I would have had this zone like drawn up, I would have stayed in it because we're deep in the zone and it's gonna flush. It's definitely gonna flush now. Let me move this over. Girl, you can't take no. Now, see, now I got an over trading feeling. Now it's time to get off because now I have an over trading feeling. I have an over trading feeling. That means it's time to close the laptop, get off these charts, and go play with my boys because I just have an over trading feeling. I do, and I feel it. I see a new zone. Candle about to close in 10 seconds. Let's start with this one. This trade here. So we took this trade on the 1 minute, I believe, or the 5 minute. Let me see. I think we took it on the 1 minute, yeah, because it was in that candle. So it came out of, what zone did it come out of? This zone right here. So what happened is we wanted sales today. We got sales. Price pushed down. I had a line somewhere right here. I had two blue lines coming into the morning. I had two blue lines. Those are my break and structure lines. I had a break and structure line here and a break and structure line here. Once price broke structure, these are the candles that broke structure. Let me look on the 5 minute. Yeah, because this is what we were looking at first. This is the candle that broke structure on the 5 minute. But on the 1 minute, in this candle, on the 1 minute, this is the candle that broke the structure. It came out of this zone because the zone is created as the previous candle of the opposite color. That is your zone. So again, we got the breaker structure, or the indication price wanted to push lower out of this candle, created our 5-minute zone, or 1 minute zone. This is a 1 minute because we're on the 1 minute time frame, as you can see down here. Once price pushed out of this zone, we wanted to wait for the correction. We don't trade the breaker structure. We don't trade the correction. We wait for the continuation. So once price broke out of this zone, we waited for the correction back to the zone. It tapped. We did get a few closes outside the zone, so that told me I definitely wanted to wait for conservative. This was the conservative candle coming outside of the zone. I waited until price pushed past this candle because I wanted to make sure price wanted to push lower, so I went for a safer entry. Price pushed below this candle right here. I entered the trade. I didn't want to see price go back to this zone, so I made my stop loss here, and then we aimed for a 101. But I got a phone call, so technically I couldn't even set it up properly. But luckily I didn't, because after that price did this ugly consolidation, but we were up 850 with this one trade here. I wanted to redo the trade because I wasn't able to get set up properly because of a phone call. So then I noticed that price created a new breaker structure with this candle on the 5-minute time frame. That created this 5-minute zone. So with this 5-minute zone, remember the zone, Noah, obviously he's having a good day. Let's just try to ignore him because I can't fight him. Okay, so we got the 5-minute zone here. This is the candle that broke the structure to the downside that indicated price wants to continue lowered. We waited for price to come back and tap the zone. It tapped, close outside, tapped, close outside. We also had that key level right here. And so that's like 2 confirmations. So none of the candles closed inside the zone. That was a great indication. None of the candles closed above this key level. That's a second good indication. So could I have held this longer? Yes, but I personally have not gained the discipline to just sit in consolidation that long, especially after having a good trade earlier. That 851, I didn't want to risk giving back any profits, so I aimed for a 1-to-1, but then price quickly jumped. You'll see that in the video. Price quickly jumped back up, so I had to wait for price to hit my 1-to-1 one more time. Once it did, I got out the trade. And that's literally it. That was the trade for the day. Like I said, price can do something even more disgusting, and I'm sure it will. I just won't be here for it. The longer I sit, the more my overtrading feeling gets stronger, and I don't want to give into that, especially after learning a lesson yesterday. I'm not in the field of having to learn the same lesson twice. So yeah, that's the trade for the day, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it can break this structure because this is the major breaker structure. Yes, we had a breaker structure up here. We waited a few before we actually got to this breaker structure, but this was the real breaker structure that I'm sure once it breaks, it's really going to flush. And I think that's why it's struggling because, like I said, we were in that zone. All of these candles right here were closing inside of that zone, which is a good sign, but it's still not enough for me to want to sit in it for the break. I'd rather wait. If I didn't take a trade, I would rather wait for this breaker structure and then wait for an entry. So yeah, we're good. We're out. I'll see y'all tomorrow.